number 1 of the CIG International Solo Classic. For position 1, number 2, Rob Wolfenden. For position 2, number 20, Jan Jorgensen from Denmark. From position 3, number 1, Sean Moran from America. Position 4, number 19, Glyn Taylor, Western Australia. Position 5, number 6, Clayton Isbell, WA. And position 6, number 3, Mitch Shearer from New Zealand. The riders are being brought into position by Miles Tomlinson, the clerk, of course. The track in excellent condition for the big CIG International Solo Classic tonight. In the hands of the official starter, Mr. Ray Duncan. Away and racing down. The first man to burst out the gate that time was the American star, Sean Moran. Number 1, closely followed by number 19, Glyn Taylor from Western Australia. Out wide is number 3. That rider doing a tremendous job. That's young Mitchell Shearer from New Zealand. But they drop into pits bend for the first time in the CIG International Solo Classic. The former world long track champion, Sean Moran from America, leads down the main straight on his back wheel. And an enormous exhibition of power riding. Glyn Taylor from WA in second place on machine number 19. Up in third position on machine number 3 is New Zealand's Mitch Shearer. But down the back straight into pits bend, this brilliant American rider right on the concrete curb. Moves out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. The yellow flag's out from General John Day. Mitchell Shearer is still up in third place, but the race is being led by the 1984 world champion Sean Moran. Back in second place, the former WA champion Glyn Taylor. Then in third place, Mitch Shearer. Then back in fourth place is England's Rob Wolfenden. But the last time through pits bend, there's just noted about the devastating form of Sean Moran as he goes across the line on his back wheel to get the double checkered flag from General John Day. Number 19, Glyn Taylor second. And in third place, number 3, Mitch Shearer. A brilliant exhibition of riding here in heat number 1 of the CIG International Solo Classic. And the time for 3 laps, 1 minute 6.24. Heat number 2 of the CIG International Solo Classic. From position 1 from England, number 9, Peter Carr. From England, position number 2, Darren Bucock, number 11. From position number 3, number 12, David Cheshire, WA. From position number 4, the West Australian champion, number 7, Mick McKeon. From position 5, number 8, Glenn Doyle from WA. And position number 6, Peter Glans from Denmark, number 10. Whoops. Very touchy at the moment in the CIG International Solo Classic. Tapes are up and they're away and racing, and the first one to move out of the gate is the WA champion, Mick the Master McKeon. In second place and going hard, number 12 from WA is Dave Cheshire. But quickly up into third place now. In second place now is Peter Glans, the Danish champion. But they go down into pits when one rider's crunched into the safety fence there, but he's quite okay. That rider there took a very hefty fall, but the race does continue. The green lights are on. The West Australian champion, Mick the Master McKeon, leads. In second place, WA's David Cheshire. Then back to number 8 there, Glenn Doyle from WA. So West Australian riders are first, second and third in the heat number 2 of the International Solo Classic. But Mick McKeon is in devastating form. Moves out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. The yellow flag comes out from General John Day. McKeon's out in front. Second place, number 12, Cheshire. Then back to number 9 and going very hard indeed. That rider's Peter Carr, the English star. They all bunch up now as they move down the back straight for the last time. 350 metres left to go at Winfield Claremont Speedway. This is going to be a lungbuster of a finish. But out of turn number 4, the WA champion, Mick the Master McKeon third. In second place, Peter Carr from England. And back in third place, number 12 from Western Australia, David Cheshire. A brilliant race that time and a very good time indeed. But by gee, there's no doubt about McKeon as he acknowledges the crowd from that brilliant win here tonight in heat number 2 of the CIG International Solo Classic on the wins time clock, 1 minute 7.21 for 3 laps. Number 1, Sean Moran from America on position 6. Far away and racing, and the first man to jump out of the traps that time was the brilliant American rider, number 1, Sean Moran, as he leads the bunch through Valhouse Corner for the first time as they move down the back straight, wrestling the machine as he guns the big Godden-powered machine into pits bend as he throws the bike sideways, moves out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Well, the American star, 1984 World Speedway champion, and he is out in great form. In second place and riding very well indeed is John Jorgensen from Denmark on number 20, but no one at all will peg back this man at the moment as he moves to the halfway mark in this solo CIG scratch heat number 3 as he takes a look over his shoulder, moving out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. General John Day with the yellow flag. 1 lap left to go at Winfield Claremont Speedway. Sean Moran out in front, John Jorgensen in second place and going very hard In third position, number 15, the American star, Rick Miller. But on the back wheel, this brilliant American exponent of solo racing guns the machine, throws it sideways, moves out of turn number 4. The crowd are absolutely ecstatic as he goes across the line to win heat number 3 of the CIG International Solo Classic. Sean Moran first, John Jorgensen in second place, in third place Rick Miller from America. But there's a brilliant race here tonight, and looks like Sean Moran is going to be one of the stars of this series throughout Australia. The wins time for 3 laps, 1 minute 5.92. Very interesting racing so far. The competition still very young. Away in racing, and the first man to move out of the gate that time was the WA champion, Mick the Master McKeon, as he leads him into Foul House Corner in second place. Number 9, the English rider, Peter Carr. But they bunch up out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Well, McKeon's already starting to dominate this competition as he leads them through Pitts Bend, moves out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Mick McKeon, the West Australian champion and 4 times Mawson medalist, leads a big international field into Foul House Corner. In second place is number 9, Peter Carr. Then back on the outside is young Rob Wolfenden, another English rider. He moves on the outside of Peter Carr, grabs second place. This is great action for this solo racing. Number 7, Mick McKeon out in front. The yellow flag from General John Day. They just about hit handlebars that time as Peter Carr fights back to grab second spot again. Robbie Wolfenden then fighting desperately hard on the outside. Down the back straight they go for the last time, and there's an absolute master in progress at the moment. Mick McKeon, the WA champion, moves up to, he's run out of motor. Something's gone wrong and McKeon's run out of motor. He's now brought the machine back under control, but he'll go across the line. He'll just win the race. In second place was number 9, Peter Carr from England, and back in third place, number 2, Rob Wolfenden from England. But sensational solo action here in the CIG International Solo Classic. The WA champion was in a pretty good position, then seemed to have run out of motor, but we'll have to find out what went wrong. And a brilliant time that time for the riders as they go across the line with 1:7.19. In their away and racing, a beautiful start. The big, tall American boy quickly out the gate, but number 20 takes the lead there. That's John Jorgensen from Denmark. In second place on riding machine number 12 is David Cheshire, the WA star. Big Rick Miller's in there, the American riders. They all drop down in towards Pitts Bend. This is going to be an absolute lung buster. David Cheshire is out where angels fear to tread. Move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. John Jorgensen leading. In second place, the big, tall American boy, Rick Miller. Then Andy Smith's amongst them there. David Cheshire still out on the high line, and he's absolutely flying. The 19-year-old West Australian star grabs the lead at the halfway mark. This is brilliant solo racing. Moving out of turn number 4, John Jorgensen fights back as General John Day waits for the yellow flag. 1 lap left to go at the national capital of speed. Number 20, John Jorgensen from Denmark leads David Cheshire, number 12. Then back to Andy Smith. They bunch up once again out of Foul House Corner and down the back straight. Brilliant action, 350 metres left to go. John Jorgensen's out in front, the Danish star, but David Cheshire, out on the outside once again, on the back wheel. They go out of turn number 4. John Jorgensen wins it. Andy Smith from England in second place. Then up in third place, number 12, West Australia's David Cheshire. And in fourth position, number 8, a brilliant race here in heat number 5. And that was Glendore from Western Australia. Brilliant time. The wins time, 1 minute 6.50 for 3 laps. Star-studded lineup to contest heat number 6 of the CIG Classic. McKeon and Moran are both undefeated, both outstanding motorcyclists. In the hands of the starter now. The race is up, and the bursting out of the trap that time was the American ace, Sean Moran, as he leads him into the top turn. In second place is WA star Mick McKeon as they bunch out of that turn. Down the back straight, Sean Moran out in front. Mick McKeon's in second place. This is going to be an absolute lungbuster of a race now. McKeon moves out to a half-track high run as they turn out at number 4 and down the main straight. The American star, Sean Moran, leads WA champion Mick McKeon back in third place. Number 19, Glyn Taylor, and back to number 14, Keith Wright, but they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Sean Moran, the American star, 1984 world champion, and he's showing world championship form as he moves out of turn number 4. The yellow flag waits for General John Day, and this is going to be the absolute boiler of the competition. Make no mistake about that, the great American rider, Sean Moran, is in devastating form as he moves out of turn number 3 on the back wheel, and the crowd are going wild with excitement. They have never seen solo racing like this before. Moving out of turn number 4, and the brilliant American rider goes across the line. Sean Moran from America first. In second place is WA champion Mick McKeon, number 7. Further back in third place, number 19, Glyn Taylor. And back to number 14, West Australian star Keith Wright. And the wins time for 3 laps, the very fast, 1 minute 5.91. The CIG International Solo Classic for 1985. My gee, what an international star lineup we've got here tonight. Away and racing as the tapes fly up. The first man to burst out of the gate that time was Andy Smith, number 3 from England, in second place and going well. Number 12, WA's young David Cheshire, as they bunch up 4 and 5 wide. Down the back straight, young David Cheshire on the outside of Andy Carr. There's brilliant solo action now. Locked together as they move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. David Cheshire grabs the lead with 2 laps left to go. The former WA champion. This is brilliant solo action. The CIG International Solo Cup for 1985. Down the back straight they go. Andy Carr fights back, grabs the lead once again. Peter Carr on the outside now as they slip and slide as they move out of turn number 4. Andy Carr from England gets the yellow flag from John Day. 1 left to go here at Claremont Speedway. Bob Wilkinson out there, but number 9, Peter Carr's grabs second place from England. Back in third place, David Cheshire as they move down the back straight for the last time. Andy Carr's in devastating form. Andy Smith, as he moves up to a half-track high run, guns it out of turn number 4, and Andy Smith gets the double checkered flag. General John Day in second place is Peter Carr, then back to number 12, David Cheshire, and in third place, riding on machine number 16, a very good ride that time, but nevertheless, great action here, and the wins time, 1 minute 7.53. Tapes are up and away they move as our first man to jump out of the gate that time was number 19, the former West Australian champion Glyn Taylor. John Jorgensen up in second place, but they're 4 wide down the back straight. Glyn Taylor's out in front, he's absolutely flying. Peter Glantz from Denmark's up in second place as they move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Glyn Taylor leads an international field of superstars. Glyn Taylor from WA in second place and going very hard indeed. Machine number 8, that's young Glenn Doyle from WA, then back there to Peter Glantz and John Jorgensen. Down the back straight, Glyn Taylor's absolutely flying on the GM-powered machine, which is formerly rode by Denmark's great rider Hans Nielsen. The yellow flag's out, 1 lap left to go in this heat number 8 of the CIG International Solo Classic. In front is number 19, Glyn Taylor, then back in second place is number 8, Glenn Doyle from WA, but they move down the back straight for the last time, and Glyn Taylor's in devastating form. Moves up to a half-track high run, then guns the machine out of turn number 4, gets the double checkered flag from General John Day. Glyn Taylor from Western Australia first. In second place, Glenn Doyle from Western Australia, and in third position, number 20 from Denmark is young John Jorgensen. A brilliant time. The wins time for 3 laps was 1 minute 6.30. Heat number 9 of the CIG International Solo Classic once again brings the American star Sean Moran, number 1, and West Australia's champion, number 7, Mick McKeon, together. Moran is from position 1 and McKeon is from position 6. Position number 2, number 3 from New Zealand, Mitch Shearer. Number 3, number 9, Peter Carr. From position number 4, number 11, Darren Bucock. Position number 5, 15, Rick Miller. But all interest will be on the man on position 1, Sean Moran, 1984 World Long Track Champion, and number 7, the West Australian champion and 4 times Lawson medalist, Mick McKeon. See Darren Bucock's scratching from this event, and Greg O'Neill, the young Victorian rider, will go into his position on position number 4. But naturally all interest will be on the pint-size Sean Moran and West Australian's own star. Here the riders now in the hands of the starter. Racing, the first man to burst out of the gate that time was number 1, the American star Sean Moran. Big Rick Miller carts him up towards the fence, but look at McKeon. That was absolutely mind-blowing as he grabs the lead down the back straight, and the WA champion in devastating form moves out of turn number 4 and set this large crowd at Claremont Speedway absolutely on fire. Down the main straight, number 7, the West Australian champion, and without doubt Australia's finest solo rider at the moment, moves down the back straight. Mick McKeon out in front. The man chasing very hard indeed is Sean Moran, and Moran's going to show the form that made him one of the world's greatest riders. Out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. John Day beats with the yellow flag. Two great Speedway riders are now locked together. Mick McKeon out in front. On the outside, in comes Sean Moran. They move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Mick McKeon showing the form that's made him one of Western Australia's greatest ever riders, with about 150 metres left to go, and a crowd of 10,000 people scream themselves hoarse as the Western Australian champion Mick McKeon brings the house down as he goes across the line. A great win over the 1984 world champion in Sean Moran, and in third position, riding on machine number 3 from New Zealand, Mitch Shearer, and the stadium is absolutely on fire. The wins time for 3 laps for Mick McKeon was 1 minute 5.90. They're the riders now, as Greg O'Neill comes into the position of Clayton Isbell. They're away and racing that time, and the first man to move out of the gate that time with a brilliant start that time was number 14, WA's young Keith Wright, but quickly on the outside to grab the lead down the back straight is Clayton Isbell. They run down the back straight at around about 90 miles an hour, throw the bike off the end of the back straight, moving out of turn number 4, and the track's in brilliant form. Down the main straight, there's plenty of solo action here tonight in the CIG International Solo Classic. Out in front, leading a star-studded field, is West Australia's own Clayton Isbell. Down the back straight they go, quickly into stride now on the outside. Looks like the lead's gone to Glenn Doyle. Clayton Isbell tries to fight back, but a brilliant piece of riding as they move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. The CIG International Solo Classic heat number 7 is ridden by number 10 out in front, Peter Glantz, the Danish rider. Then back in second place is Clayton Isbell, and up in third place, number 14, Keith Wright. But down the back straight for the last time, Peter Glantz, the Danish star, moves out at turn number 4 to get the double checkered flag from General John Day. Goes across the line. In second place was Clayton Isbell from WA. Then up in third place, number 14, Keith Wright, and number 12, David Cheshire. And extremely great action here tonight. And the wins time for 3 laps was 1 minute 7.0. International Solo Classic. Number 7, Mick McKeon from Western Australia from position 1. Number 20, John Jorgensen from Denmark from 2. Number 9, Peter Carr from England from 3. Number 12, David Cheshire from Western Australia from 4. Number 16, Andy Smith from England from 5. And number 2, Rob Wolfenden from England from position 6. Clark, of course, Miles Thomason bringing him into place. 6 of the top riders here tonight as they're off and racing, and the first man to burst out of the traps that time was the WA champion, Mick the Master McKeon. He's gone very wide on the circuit as he moves down the back straight. Well, that's the way you grab the power here at Claremont Speedway. You've got to throw a lot of caution to the line, but nevertheless, that's the way you do it. Mick McKeon moves out at turn number 4 and down the main straight. Mick McKeon on machine number 7, 1 lap down and 2 to go in the first semi-final of the CIG International Solo Classic. In second place, number 12, David Cheshire from Western Australia. And these 2 West Australian boys have absolutely blitzed the internationals here tonight. Down the back straight, Mick the Master McKeon, right up towards the picket fence as he moves out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Yellow flags out from John Day, 1 lap left to go. Mick McKeon on machine number 7 out in front, number 12 in second place. Then up in third place, number 2 from England, Robbie Wolfenden. But down the back straight for the last time, there's Mick McKeon showing the form that won him all the top honours in 1984-85, and it looks like he's going to do it again this year as he wins the first semi-final of the CIG International Solo Classic. Mick McKeon from Western Australia first. In second place, number 12, David Cheshire from Western Australia. Then number 2, Robbie Wolfenden from England in third place. And the wins time for 3 laps was 1 minute 6.92. Second semi-final, the CIG International Solo Classic. Number 1, Sean Moran from America from position 1. Number 3, Mitch Shearer from New Zealand from 2. Number 8, Glenn Doyle from Western Australia from 3. Number 14, Keith Wright from Western Australia from 4. Number 15, Rick Miller from America from position 5. And number 6, Clayton Isbell from Western Australia from position 6. All in the hands of the starter now. Green lights are on, they're away and racing, and the first man to jump out of the gate that time was number 6, Clayton Isbell from Western Australia. But look at Sean Moran right on the outside now as they blast out of Foul House Corner and down the back straight. Sean Moran, the 1984 World Long Track Champion, and he's having an absolute ball here tonight. Clayton Isbell up in second place. They move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Number 1, Sean Moran out in front, Clayton Isbell in second place. Then back to Keith Wright on machine number 14. Glenn Doyle, the other West Australian, and by gee, what an exhibition of speedway this has been tonight. The crowd have been absolutely entertained to Champagne Speedway racing by some of the greatest riders in the world. Out of turn number 4, the yellow flag goes to Sean Moran, and what a showman at nearly 100 miles an hour on the back wheel as he throws the bike off the end of the main straight and heads down the back straight. Number 1 from America, Sean Moran on his back wheel, and a large crowd has been entertained to some unbelievable action as this great showman from America moves out of turn number 4 first. Number 1, Sean Moran in second place and growing well. Number 6, Clayton Isbell, then back to number 8, Glenn Doyle, and number 14, Keith Wright from Western Australia. And a great race here being described here, and only way to describe the brilliance of Sean Moran was just devastating. And the wins time for 3 laps, 1 minute 6.91. The grand final, the CIG International Solo Classic, as General John Day shows this large crowd the CIG International Solo Classic trophy. Number 7, Mick McKeon, the WA champion from position 6. Number 1, Sean Moran from position 4. Number 20, John Jorgensen from position 2. Number 9, Peter Carr from England from position 3. Number 12, David Cheshire from Western Australia from 1, and number 8, Ben Doyle from WA on 5. Green lights are on, they're away and racing, and the first man that burst out of the gate that time was the American ace, Sean Moran, as they move through Cowhouse Corner. But look at this great American rider right up on the tram line as he grabs the lead down the back straight, and Mick McKeon drops the model right in front of the bunch. That was most unsatisfactory, most unfortunate for the great West Australian rider. What a sensation. The first time I'm sure McKeon's fallen off in many years of racing. As you see, Sean Moran now absolutely blitz the field in the grand final event for the CIG International Solo Classic for 1985, and one of the finest exhibitions of speedway racing seen on this famous speedway bowl for many, many years. Sean Moran on the back wheel, strokes the bike in the air, then off the end of the main straight, guns it sideways. In second place is number 8, Glenn Doyle from Western Australia. Then back in third place, number 20, John Jorgensen. Well, this is the boil over of the century, as now through Pitts Bend for the last time, the great American rider gets the double checkered flag from General John Day as he wins the CIG International Solo Classic. In second place, WA's Glenn Doyle. Further back in third place, Denmark's John Jorgensen. And then back there to number 12 from Western Australia, David Cheshire. What an absolute boil over. But Sean Moran has won the CIG International Solo Classic in the wins time of 1 minute 7.29.